Have you ever heard of cobalt? For some of you will never have heard this term before, but I bet you all you people are using it right now. It's in all our smartphones. It's in a lot of electric vehicles out there and many more. Any lithium ion battery out there has cobalt. And what is happening is that the world is just starting to understand that cobalt is killing heaps of people just for big profits. And it's all coming from the Chinese companies over in Congo that has more than 70% of all cobalt produced in the world, and holding the rest of the world up to ransom as child labor continues to happen right here, right now. And the big companies like Tesla and Apple, are they doing much about it? They say they're trying to, but at the end of the day, when you go right to Congo, people are dying right now. Kids are dying right now, trying to make some money off cobalt. Yes, cobalt. Let's have a look at what cobalt is all about and what is happening around the world with cobalt. So if you like this video, remember to smash the like button so we can spread love all around the world, and subscribe to the channel would be very much appreciated. So if you go into Congo, okay, there's a few Chinese companies. They run most of the mines in Congo, where, as I said before, 70% of the money, the generation of cobalt, is coming from. But what people don't know is that some of these Chinese mining companies are supposed to be industrial. You can check videos on YouTube on this. 15,000 people in this big ass pit, using pickaxes, their bare hands, whatever they can find, with no safety equipment, going bang, 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 trying to find cobalt, which they get $1 a day for. And what the issue is, they can breathe in the dust. They can breathe in the dust, which hurts their lungs, their heart, their thyroid, their liver, kidneys, can all get affected, which can lead to cancer, and they end up dying. You can also, when you're holding with your bare hands, especially when you go into the market side and you're breaking down the product more, if it gets into your skin, it can cause big burn rashes, and you can lose your limbs. There's so many issues you can have with this. And there's no protective layer for those people doing the work, but the Chinese magnates out there, the owners, are behind glass and getting protected while they watch this all happening at the markets, which you can see on the ABC video here, the Blood Cobalt video on YouTube and other places. So go check that out if you want to learn more about what's happening. But I want to give you a little bit. Obviously, what's happening here is Joe Rogan has really brought it to light with the help of Siddharth Kara, who's really into the modern day slavery and the human trafficking. And what he found is that these people were working for $1 in this big mine, but some of them are dying. Okay, so what is happening with those people? Okay, so you have the people that get paid, okay, they're getting their $1 a day, but there's also those times in the off peaks when they're not working, where innocent children are doing, this is all illegal, but they are jumping into the coal mines. There's no fences around these coal mines that they're supposed to be to protect the people in the community, and so these kids are going on these unstable, trying to walk over into the mines, and they have some instability. They have a big crash in the mine, and they fall to their death. Now, even for the common workers as well, they a big mine shaft part that just collapses on them, and you have hundreds die. I mean, It's happening very regularly, and we're not hearing enough about it. So that's why I'm here to talk about it. And for the people out there that say, oh, there's only a few people, it doesn't matter, we're getting this nice smartphone, well, you need to think again. When these people working for $1 a day, working their butts off for 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, and this is including kids, people. These kids, I'm talking about 5 and 6 year olds, not just older kids. You have the older boys, 12 to 16s, they're the ones that are carrying the sacks and putting them on the truck, and they're doing that regularly up this big pit. It could take them 30 minutes to put one in there. You're just walking up instead of using trucks, they're using their own hand labor to save the corporation money, but also, yeah. So it's disappointing what is happening in the Congo. So what is cobalt for the people out there going, what the hell is this stuff? Well, first of all, cobalt is a chemical element. The atomic number is 27 and the element number is CO. Now, often they'll come out of the ground as blue or greenish depending on what you find in the big clay rock. And then that's broken down into finer particles, which is then broken down again later on to eventually go into your little smartphones and into the lithium batteries and electric vehicles. But also, when these guys are working and they're supposed to have all the safety equipment and everything, their bare hands some cobalt radioactive. So if it's broken down enough, it can be radioactive, burns your skin, lose your limbs. It's so sad to see. And while all the big companies out there are making all this profit from using this cobalt, are they really trying to help fix the problem of fair working conditions in Congo? The answer is no. And I can tell you, all the 500 companies out there, 99% of them are using child labor. They won't say it. They'll try and sweep it under the carpet. But why do you think they do their work in China, Thailand, all these other places? Because it's a lot cheaper. And you're only paying them $1 a day. You look, it's just crazy what sort of money they're paying these people, and we just sit back and just say, oh, we can enjoy our smartphones. How about we stop buying these smartphones and really put the pressure on them to really make it perfect conditions for these people to work? Will it ever happen? Well, that's what I'm here to try and change. We need to tell our politicians, we need to tell our local government that we need to make a change in Congo and make life better for these people. If you go to Congo and you look at the people where they live around these mines, they're very poor. There's no education for them in most of these places. No running water. It's just sad to see. And we live our lavish life here and nothing is getting done. And if you watch the Joe Rogan video, Siddharth is talking about this is the biggest slavery ever in the world, and it's happening right now. Compared to anything that's happened before, they're getting treated worse now. And we need to change that. So cobalt is really... So what is sort of the process for cobalt, okay? So it gets mined, it's dug out of the earth, it's out of the earth's crust, but like nickel as well. And then from there, it's taken to get produced, and this is still in Congo. And there's the actual market, and then there's the illegal markets where the Chinese people are taking cobalt that was illegally brought or illegally dug out and selling it, obviously getting it for a cheaper rate than what they would from the mine, and then selling it on to the international market. And it's crazy how that all works. As you can, if you want to look more about this is in the ABC video of the blood cobalt. You really get an understanding of what's happening around cobalt in that type of the world. So what can we do at home? Now, I'm using one right now. I'm using the iPhone right now. I should not be using it at all. But obviously we need to use this stuff to work. But can we get the big corporations and the Chinese companies to actually work for humanity. That is what Cobalt's doing to us at the moment, and I really want to see that change over time. Now, to me, the future is electric vehicles, and I want to see them eradicate Cobalt if they can, if they're not going to fix the issue around child labour. Now, yeah, so that's just something I think about. And if you look at someone like Tim Cook, for instance, he's making so much moolah out of this company. He absolutely so much ka-ching. If I look at how much he's actually making, it was something like 99 million. Was it? I'm pretty sure that's what. Pretty sure that's how much he was making. So what? Yeah. So what? And that's the salary, 99 million, and they're paying these guys $1. And I mean, it's not saying it's his company, but he is a byproduct of that company by buying them off them. It's just crazy sort of money out there. Anyway, that's enough about me and Cobalt, and hopefully he's got a bit of an understanding of what's happening with Cobalt out there and how it is affecting the people in Congo, with the Chinese companies running them as pretty much slaves, and the devastation that is happening out there in Congo, the people that are dying for $1 a day or trying to make ends meet. Anyway, that's enough for me. Take care out there. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again at the next video. Take care out there.